Hey guys, I don't even know how to start this video. Episode 49 of KIRAKIRA PRECURE is the goodbye to one of the greatest Precure seasons so far. And I feel really blessed to be able to take part of this great experience that is KIRAKIRA PRECURE. Let's talk about the episode itself, and then I'll talk about what KIRAKIRA PRECURE actually means to me. And anyway, let's start. This episode was pretty good. We've had the closure, at least in terms of battle, in episode 48. So 49 was going to be focused on the characters and their futures. So I was very glad. I was waiting for it. I was asking for it to be like this, and we still were able to have a fight in this episode. And it ended up being kind of silly, but at the same time very important, because Kira Pecuri needed that moment for her. Anyway, this episode started 1 year after the event of episode 48, so the girls were actually... the girls were already trying to close Kirapachi, right? They were thinking about the moment of the closure of Kirapachi, right? Kirapachi was going to close forever, because each girl was going to follow her own dream. Yukari was not there with the girls. She was already traveling. She had already traveled to that country that I forgot the name already, and she wasn't there. And it was very nice seeing all the girls interacting with each other, cooking with each other, those fluffy moments that I love. And I love the friendship between every one of those girls. I think they're amazing. And it was very nice. It was very heartwarming to see that. It was very fulfilling to see that. You know, they're all peaceful, just there, just enjoying themselves. But you know, goodbyes are never easy, and the girls knew that they were going to say goodbye. So there was this hint of sadness. And Yukari wasn't there, and it was like, Yukari, where are you? When are you going to arrive? The girls were asking for Yukari as well. And I was very nervous because I wanted to see her. And it was very nice the way Yukari appeared. So next week, Hakuto Precure starts, and we had Hana, the main Hakuto Precure character, appearing in this episode. Who did she meet? The queen, Yukari. And Yukari took her to Kirapachi, and she was obviously admiring Yukari because Yukari is perfect. And you know, this Onesan personality that Yukari has, and Hana wants to have this personality, so now Yukari might be like this inspiration for Hana, I think. And Yukari took Hana to Kirapachi. Hana was able to enjoy a little bit of her time together with the girls. The girls cooked for Hagtan. Hagtan is a real baby. She's a real baby. She's very different from the babies we've had in past seasons like Ai-chan and Chiffon. She's a real baby. I mean, she speaks like a baby and she eats like a baby, everything like a baby. It's different from what we've had so far. That's a good thing. I mean, that's a good thing. Anyway, let me focus on KIRAKIRA now. I think that I started admiring Ichika even more. She did a very beautiful wall full of pictures of people smiling, of people that Kirapachi brought smiles to. So it was very beautiful. I think that it's very inspiring doing some things like that. And so we've had this special moment, and I really admired Ichika. Each of the girls have their own future now, and they're going to go after their dreams, not really fulfill their dreams, but they're going to go after their dreams. And Ichika was the only one that was going to stay on Kirapachi. But she also had a dream because of Eliseo. Now she had a goal in her mind. And just before talking about that, let me just say how awesome it was that Himarin was able to showcase her science cooking with Hagtan, right? She thought about cooking for a baby, and Himarin was really brightful there. I really liked it, and that's what I love about KIRAKIRA PRECURE. That's what I really love about this season. The characters are so well thought, and everything they do is most of the time is so in character, and it's so fulfilling to see them do that. It's really great. I really enjoy those kind of things, and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed that Himani moment. And then we had a little drama with Ichika and Pekurin. Pekurin still felt very reliable to Ichika, and she felt like she was holding Ichika back. And that was true. In a way, that was true. Because Ichika couldn't really go away from Kirapati and leave Pekurin there all alone. Pekurin was still very dependable. And that's why that battle was so important. The plot was a little stupid. The plot was very stupid, but we finally discovered what happened to Shoto-sama's body. Shoto-sama's body was lost, and Shoto's body was away and alone and lonely. And because of that, he turned evil because he had no soul inside of him, because the soul was with Kirapati, you guys know. And because of that, Shoto-sama became that evil monster that appeared in the last episode, so that the girls can have a little closure and we can say goodbye to the amazing cures we've had this season. And an interesting thing was that the girls were not able to defeat the monster very easily because Kira Pekurin needed her moment. But not only Kira Pekurin, we were able to see Kira in action for the first time. And Kira packed a punch. It was so nice seeing her in action like that. And it was also really nice to see her catchphrase and her pose. We were also able to see that. I loved it. It's so different from KIRAKIRA PRECURE. The style is so different, and it still feels consistent with PRECURE overall. So that's really something else, and that's hard to do. And I really liked it. And I really liked how she used her cheering powers to make the girls feel more powerful, while at the same time she really kicked it out. And that monster, she used physical fighting again. That's amazing, and that's what I really missed on KIRAKIRA PRECURE. That's the only bad thing I have to say about KIRAKIRA PRECURE. And I really liked how she used those physical fights to defeat the big Shoto-sama. And because of that, Kira Pekurin was able to appear, and Kira Pekurin was able to use her own power together with the fairies to defeat the monster, to purify the monster and bring Shoto-sama back. And I thought that when Kira Pekurin defeated the monster and she was able to hug the monster, and when Shoto-sama was able to come and hug himself, it was very beautiful. Shoto-sama didn't really have, he didn't really have an important role in the series, but you know, I still feel like I really like Shoto-sama. It was really nice seeing him like that and seeing him regain control of his body. And I'm gonna be honest, I was a little scared when he disappeared and his body disappeared and they didn't know where he was. And I was like, oh no, don't leave Pekurin alone now. Don't leave Pekurin alone now. And he didn't. He obviously came back. He became the daddy that he sometimes becomes. And yeah, I know. Okay, sorry. And anyway, it was really nice. And it's nice because Pekurin needed someone to stay close to her, because Ichika is now going to fulfill her dream of traveling the world, bringing smiles to people. And another thing that KIRAKIRA PRECURE did in an amazing way: show those girls in the future and show us more of them, at least what's going on in their lives. It was so nice because, you know, I love those girls. I love all those 7 girls, and I was rooting for them. I am rooting for them in the future. You know, I want them to fulfill their dreams. I want them with great smiles on their faces, and I think that they are on their way. Himari was there becoming the sweet scientist that she wants to be. Science is her focus, and it was really nice to see her as a teacher. Aoi as this big rock band vocalist with a stage just for her band, full of people watching them. I was so happy with this big hair. She was really looking like a rock star, and I felt so happy for her. I also felt very happy for Akira. She's learning a lot about becoming a doctor and taking care of other people. That's something very close to her personality. That's something very close to who she is, and I really admire that. And you know, obviously Ciel and her brother Giulio Picario, obviously becoming very successful in the sweets world, winning everything and beating everything, everyone. I mean, they're very talented, especially CL, so that's obviously what was going to happen. I was also happy with Pekurin together with Shoro-sama taking care of a new sweets shop in the Strawberry Hill together with Biburi. Biburi was there, and Biburi really shone this episode. Biburi is so amazing. I really like their bitter way of hers, of the bitter way of expressing herself. She's amazing. I really, really like that. And on top of everything, Yukari with short hair in a different place. She probably discovered so much more about herself and so much more about how to fulfill herself, how to be happy. And with that, we saw the last scene with Ichika traveling the world with Kirapati and bringing smiles to everyone with two very special guests. We saw those two characters again. I cannot believe it. They're reborn, probably, after the last battle. But Lumiere and Noir are back, and they are together. The only thing I didn't really like was Noir picking on Lumiere and Ichika treating that as liking someone. When you like someone, you treat that person right. Let's just stop that, especially with children. Like when one children is pestering the other, is that because he or she loves the other one? No. When you love someone, you really treat that person with kindness. That's how I see it. Anyway, it was a very special moment seeing them together, and they were able to overcome their differences because Ichika brought a smile to them. That was a very beautiful moment. And I think that KIRAKIRA left a very strong message for me. And I think that the message that it left is that you have to search for what makes you happy. You have to fight for what makes you happy. And what makes you happy is something that you should go after, is something that you really should go after, is something that you really should fight for. And I think that it really, really appeared in every character. It really appeared how different we are from each other, how different our dreams can be. But in the end, we're searching for the same thing. We're all searching for happiness. But the roads are always different because we are different people. And I think that that was the message that KIRAKIRA Precure left us, and I really, really liked it. I really loved it. And you know, let's search for our dreams, let's fight for our dreams, let's become ourselves, and let's bring smiles to people, because it makes life so much easier. Life is easier when you have a smile, when you're happy, or when you at least try to be a better person and try to bring a smile to another person's face. I think that it's an ideal world. It's very different from our own world, but that might be something that we can do to at least make our lives better around us. We cannot change the world completely, but we can change some things here, some little things there, and maybe we can make at least our lives and the people around us better. And I think that's what KIRAKIRA Precure means to me, and I really, really liked it. It was a very beautiful show. Next week, Hakuto Precure is gonna be here with us. First episode, I am really, really, really excited for Hakuto. I think it's gonna be amazing, a great season with great characters, great animation, and probably great fights. I'll see you next week to talk about Hakuto Precure, and I hope you enjoyed KIRAKIRA Precure with me. And I'm very thankful for everyone who watched this until the end. I'm very thankful for everyone who's been watching my impressions videos and talking to me about the happenings in KIRAKIRA Precure. I am very happy with myself that I was able to keep on doing this 1 year, 49 weeks, 49 different episodes, and I'm really glad that I was able to complete the impressions of one of the greatest, if not the greatest, Precure season ever. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye!